welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, we are here with
Jen,
and we are on the road. You ready for this trip?
I'm so ready.
She just got back from Florida, and how was that trip?
It was awesome. Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah, ate some good food,
Sure
and
did.
I think you rode a wave runner, right?
I did.
Went to the beach.
Yeah,
But you missed me, didn't you?
I did.
Oh.
I really did.
Well, look back there, guys. Can you see it? Oh, I don't know if you can. We got the motorcycle back there, the Harley. Yeah, they can't see it from right there, I don't think. I got it cleaned up, don't I?
Sure did.
Because I actually washed my vehicles, right? I washed my tractor and I washed my motorcycle. A friend of mine who has a tractor and a motorcycle, unless his nephew borrows it, it never gets washed. Never gets washed. Yep. And it's just sad. It really is just sad. I feel so bad for all the vehicles on that mountain, and it's pretty bad. We're talking about David from Come On Homestead. Hopefully y'all have seen the live stream. What'd you think about that live stream, Jen?
It was hilarious, but not as funny as David's.
What?
Keeping it real.
You thought his rebuttal? Now, you thought his rebuttal was funnier?
Yes, I laughed the whole time.
Oh my God! You didn't laugh during the live stream when I kept zipping?
I did.
Zip. David, you can't talk. I'd mute his microphone. Oh, I thought that was hilarious. David didn't think it was too much hilarious, but I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. He didn't care for it.
So if you haven't seen David's rebuttal, now, I didn't start this thing. David put out on his live stream on Monday, he said he's talking about the lies. And for the last 15 minutes of his live stream, he just put out lies. So I figured I would get him back. And so mine was the rebuttal. So I challenged him. I said, I'm doing a live stream. I'm going to do it on StreamYard, and I'm going to challenge you to show up. He said, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Well, so I had this idea, in case he chickened out, because, you got to be a man to stand up to what you believe in, right? I said, I'm going to have, as a backup plan, I'm going to have Mike from DD5 come in at 7:30. And if David's there, that'll be fine. If David never shows up, I'm going to talk to Mike about why David's not a man enough to show up on the live. And it turned out hilarious. I mean, we all know that David lives in town with Margarita. We already know that DD5, Lissa does all his laundry. Mike does all the maintenance on the vehicles. Mike does all the work on the property, takes care of the animals. And of course, Margarita cooks all his food, or because he lives in town, he's like a mile away from the Havana store there. He goes and gets his toaster every morning, right?
Yeah.
Gets his toaster. Gotta go in and get my toaster. And you ever notice he does his keeping it real to make it act like he's 20, 30 miles, from the place. He'll drive around the place like 10 times. He's actually already there. He's like a mile away. He just drives around and around and around. It's pretty pathetic. It really is.
I thought it was hilarious because I was just watching him because most of the time you had him muted, and he was just bouncing like this the whole time.
He had no idea what he was getting himself into.
And he was still giving you grief.
But yeah, so this weekend it's Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. We're going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, part of Sunday, with David and Margarita, Anthony and Roxanne. This should be a crazy time.
Yes.
David says he's not going to let me live it down. But everyone was saying the ladies are going to keep us straight, though. You ladies are going to keep us straight, right?
Oh, yeah, you know.
Yeah. So in case y'all don't know, we're heading up to Bikes Blues and Barbecue in Rogers, Arkansas, is where the main event is. We're staying in Eureka Springs. Ever been to Eureka Springs?
Never.
Me neither. Here it's beautiful. We're staying in the mountains. We got a little Airbnb, a little cottage. Cottage cute.
It is very cute, yeah.
Doesn't have any Wi-Fi though, does it?
No.
No Wi-Fi. So no. If we have, I asked the owner if they have cell signal, AT&T, and she says yes. So if it's good, we'll have videos uploaded, maybe even a live stream. If it's bad, we may have to do it in Rogers when we're at the motorcycle rally.
Yeah.
We are trailering. I know it's a mortal sin to trailer a bike to a rally, but in case you see this thing right here, that's a Jen's overnight bag.
Hey, I had to make it bigger because I brought my hair dryer.
You bought a hair dryer just in case there's not one in the, but to be fair, I got my suitcase too. See?
Yeah,
Brought my
you
suitcase,
do.
yeah.
Not quite as big.
It's not
as
quite
mine.
as big, but you know, I got that big giant tour pack and 2 giant saddlebags and everything, and it may not be. You know, if we ever go on a big trip, you know.
Of course, I wouldn't take my hair dryer then.
What about the makeup mirror?
Yeah, I'd have to leave that too.
What about the big fan? Big fan, makeup mirror, hair dryer. You know, those are. We could probably fit.
Hey.
We could barely fit those in the tour pack.
I told you to leave the fan.
You did. She did. And I took care of her. I brought the fan. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a fun time. The weather is beautiful, isn't it?
It is.
It is
yes.
82 degrees
Nice.
outside right now. Blue skies. The moon just set. We've had this big blue full harvest moon thing, super moon. You ever have dreams or anything under full moons, or is it just all the same to you? Well, when there's full moons out, I usually have a little trouble sleeping, especially because I live in a little camper. You know, it's like you're in the elements. Well, this morning I woke up, and anytime I wake up in the middle of the night, which I normally don't do, unless it's a full moon, I'll remember my dreams. Otherwise, I don't remember my dreams. Well, this morning I woke up and I was in a truck, and there's a couple other people in the truck too. And actually, I was in the back seat of the truck. I don't know why I was in the back seat of the truck. I'm never in the back seat of the truck. But we're driving through a town, and there's this big giant bear. And the bear is as big as a car, okay? And I'm like, go, go, go. This bear's coming. And we get up 30, 40 mile an hour, and this bear is like, I mean, it's like a werewolf. It's like getting close. It's like a grizzly Kodiak or something. And I'm like, speed up, speed up. I'm hitting on the back of the seat to the driver. And he speeds up, and we get up to 80 mile an hour, and this bear overtakes us.
What?
It overtakes us at 80 mile an hour. It's the fastest bear in history. And so it pushes the truck, and we had to flip it in 4-wheel drive. We start going off-road, and this bear is just like, and I think the bear is getting bigger. It's like the size of a tank now. Anyway, and then I wake up. I don't know. What does that mean?
That's wild.
Is that, well, I don't know what that means. If y'all can interpret dreams, let me know what that means, because I have no idea.
Did you watch Cocaine Bear lately?
I did not. I have not. We watched that the whole part.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah.
That was the silliest thing ever.
It was.
So we are in. We're about 4 hours probably from Eureka Springs. We're heading up to the beautiful part of Arkansas. We just left the cotton fields, and the crop dusters are flying over. Did you see all the crop dusters?
No, I didn't know.
The planes? Yeah, those they're spraying defoliant on all the cotton. Cotton's out there now, and they spray defoliant on the cotton. And when you're out on a motorcycle or in your backyard and you live in town, and those crop dusters fly over and they spray that defoliant all over you. When I used to live in Arkansas, northeast Arkansas, my sinuses stayed messed up the entire time.
Yeah.
Because they would spray that defoliant, and it just would mess me up, especially on a motorcycle. Or like we had this apple tree in the front yard, and this apple tree was old. It was an old apple tree, and they sprayed defoliant on it and just killed it. Yeah. You know, like, goodness gracious, guys.
Well, that's why I've been having a sinus headache then. I didn't know they were spraying.
Yeah, they were flying all over.
Probably the past 4 days.
But we are out of the flatlands now. We are heading up. We're in Jonesboro, Arkansas, heading up to Imboden. Out, heading up to. We're going through Portia, to Imboden to Ravenden, and where else we got there? We got of course Hardy, Cherokee Village.
Yep.
Beautiful area up here.
Has
And
nice views.
Beautiful, yeah. Actually, this is my stomping ground. This is where I go trout fishing up Spring River, just north of Hardy. So you haven't been there yet, have you?
To Hardy?
Oh yeah, you have. No,
Yeah.
to Spring River. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I've been
forgot.
there.
Yeah. Just not with me.
Right.
We need to plan
I've
a
been
trip.
camping there.
Yep. And trout fishing is the bomb diggity there. So yeah, we just crossed our first hill in. I've been on the road since 7 o'clock this morning, so 3.5 hours. First hill in 3.5 hours.
Sorry.
No.
Flatlands where I live. Nothing to see.
Yeah, nothing to see.
Dollar
here.
Generals, that's about it.
Yeah, Dollar Generals, yeah. I heard, guys, and this is a public service announcement. Make sure when you get home from Dollar General, you dispose of all your Dollar General bags properly. Because if you leave one out in the yard, it will sprout a new Dollar General by the
That's
next
right.
day.
It will. Sure
It will. You'll have a Dollar General backyard. You got to be careful with that. They're very, very reproductive. You got to get your Dollar Generals fixed, okay? Spade or neuter your Dollar General and oh my goodness. So we're heading to Eureka Springs, and the plan is we have no plan.
Good.
Now David is riding his motorcycle up. I believe he's going to ride the pig trail all the way from Come On Mountain up to Eureka Springs. So he's never ridden the pig trail. Margarita is going to follow him, or meet him up there, not follow him. She's going to meet him up there in her car. And Anthony and Roxanne are going to ride up on their motorcycle. And Roxanne hasn't been on a motorcycle in several years. So that's going to be an adventure for them, because that's about a 3-hour ride.
Yeah.
They're staying in Rogers, and they're not leaving until tomorrow, though. They're not leaving until tomorrow.
Their butts might be a little sore by the time they get there.
Yep. And but we're gonna be doing a lot of bike riding, so they better recuperate. Now, so Roxanne hadn't been on a bike in a few years, several years. Margarita's never been on a motorcycle.
Wow.
Never. So it's gonna be a huge experience for her, new experience. You've been on a motorcycle, not only mine, but you've ridden in the past too, right?
Yes.
So, when I lean left, you gotta, we keep our heads from bumping and all that stuff, you know. So, so it's gonna be a good. But the hills and curves here, I've ridden motorcycles for many years and tens of thousands of miles, but I've never ridden a 1,000-pound cruiser. Much, I just got this one last year. Hills and curves. What I'm worried about is coming up to a hill and there being a stop sign, and we're in a group and we're on a steep hill and having to stop at the stop sign, inch up for the next person goes out, inch up to the next person goes out.
Please don't let me fall off. I fell off a bike before.
You did that. You had that happen on a hill curve.
Yes.
At Tail of the Dragon, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I got to watch out for that. But luckily, the CBO has brake assist. This is really cool, and I'm still getting used to it. I can squeeze my front brake, and it will lock the brakes on a hill.
Good.
So I can hold the clutch in, and then I can throttle out, and it releases the brake, and I can go. It's kind of it takes a little getting used to. Otherwise, you'll wear your clutch out. If you're feathering that clutch, you can burn your clutch up, especially with a 1,000-pound bike and me and you on it.
Yeah.
And luggage and everything in it. So again, I'm new. I am not a professional cruiser, big giant 1,000-pound bike and all that stuff. So that's new to me. One thing, and Dave is making fun of me, and I will take making fun of this stuff all day long. Loading my bike up on the trailer yesterday. I got a 12-foot trailer, and it's got a dovetail on the back of it. I got the bike all cleaned up. It's my Uncle Sonny's trailer. I had Uncle Sonny come over, and I said, I'm going to load this bike up. I want you to stand behind me and stabilize it if something happens. Because I've got this little stand, and I gotta navigate the bike not only up on the trailer, I've got to center it so it rides on that stand and locks itself in place.
Right.
So
that's a little scary.
So the big scary part is when you're riding up, even with a dovetail on this trailer, I'm only 5'10". As soon as your front tire hits on that trailer, you lose footing. the front tire comes up and I cannot touch the ground. I'm already tiptoeing as it is. It's not low like my Ducati. So I warmed the bike up. I got up there, and you got to commit. Once you hit that ramp, you're committed. Because if you stop on the ramp, it will fall over. Even with my Uncle Sonny on the holding the back, you can't hold up a 1,000-pound bike.
Right.
Not with your hands. And if my feet don't touch the ground, ain't nothing you can do but jump, right? And that would be a bad day.
Yeah.
So I got the bike started up, and I'm about 10 foot behind it. I commit, and you can't go too fast because you'll overrun the trailer. So I get decent. I've loaded bikes on trailers before, but never a bike this big, and never on this trailer. So it was a new bike, new trailer. But I get it to speed, and I go up, and my feet come off the ground, and all of a sudden, I get that puckering feeling, right? The orifices in the nether regions go whoop, whoop, and you get this butterflies in your stomach, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's going down. But no, I give it some gas, and I pull the clutch in a little bit, but I make sure that I'm staying in the friction zone, and I get up on the trailer. When I get up on the trailer, I feel the front of the tire hit the stand, and I stop. And then Uncle Sonny's behind me, and everything's good. And then I give it, I let the clutch out a little bit. I pop up on the stand, I get off, and we are good to go. Now, getting off the bike or off the trailer is going to be a little easier because you can just coast it down, and you commit, right? You hold the clutch in, you just let it roll off backwards.
Yeah.
But you have to rock off that stand. I don't think it's going to be a problem. And I do have David and Anthony, well, at least David, because Anthony's staying in Rogers, but I'll have David to help me guide it back up when we go to leave Sunday. So, and he can make fun of me all he wants. I don't want to wreck my brand new Harley Davidson.
Right. It doesn't need to fall over again for sure.
It does not need to fall over.
Especially
That's right.
with you on it.
That's right.
You wasn't on it the last time it fell over.
Well, and I got a problem there. Anybody that has a Harley Davidson, especially the new CVO, on my Ducati, the kickstand, when it kicks forward, it goes past the apex, so you can park your bike uphill or downhill. This Harley Davidson, when the kickstand goes out, it's straight out. And when I had hurt my knee, and it was in the garage, I wanted to roll my bike forward a little bit, and when I did, the kickstand being straight the way it was, it didn't take nothing, and it popped back, and I had to let the bike just hit the ground. It hit the ground. I lowered it, but I just had knee surgery, and I couldn't do nothing.
Right.
So I popped my mirror off, right? So, but even now, when I was parking the bike on the garage, Grandma Carol has a little bit of a ramp coming down out of the garage onto the flat concrete, and when you park that bike, any kind of downhill at all, and that kickstand wants to fall back. So it's got to be able to adjust that kickstand, because that is terrible. My Ducati doesn't do that at all, and it's just super scary. But got it loaded. It's cleaned up. It looks nice.
Yeah, she looks good.
The exhaust is all chromy and glistening and everything. And I got that black chrome, that Eclipse. It's like smoke chrome. Ooh, pretty. Yeah. And it sounds good. And I got the upgrade. I got the CarPlay upgrade. So now when I start the bike, the music plays just like that.
That's awesome.
And Jen's all about the music, isn't she?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, today, guys, at 3 o'clock, I've got a video coming out, the 5 top upgrades to do on your Harley-Davidson CVO. The new Harley-Davidson, 5 top upgrades. And that CarPlay upgrade is one of them, because that is a
Pain.
Oh, I mean, if I was a cussing man, it'd make you cuss. Yeah. But I try not to cuss. But it is a dream now. And of course, I got some creature comforts for you, right? And that's a couple of the top 5 upgrades is making the bike more comfortable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You pretty happy with the bike?
I'm very happy. It's comfortable.
Good
The only
deal.
thing that I would change on it is the seat, and you can't really change the seat yet. So.
Well, I mean, you can buy new seats, but it's like, a couple $1,000, and I still want to get a backrest.
Yeah, you need one for sure.
So I'm still working on that. That's one of the upgrades you got to have, but Harley never even for a year and a half didn't have seats for that bike. Anyway, it's a long story, but so what are you looking forward to do on this trip?
I'm actually looking forward to the rally because I've never been to a rally before.
I've never been to one either.
Really?
No. I never had a Harley.
You have to have a Harley to go?
No.
I don't think so.
But like I've been to places with lots of bikes, and I used to love riding up on my my Ducati X Diavel. I actually had the Ducati Diavel, and I went to Blessings of the Bikes in Bald Knob, Missouri, a big giant cross.
Yeah.
And there was probably 1,100 bikes there, and I love pulling up on that Ducati X Diavel one or Diavel then, because it looks so different. You know what I mean? And it is bad. It is bad. it is a bad bike.
Did you pull up in there real fast?
Oh, brum, 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 you know, because I had that super loud exhaust, and it sounds good. It's an L twin, not a V twin, and the Ducati has a distinct sound, you know. But that was fun. That was like 1,100 bikers. Yeah, I did that, and that was years ago. But no, I've never been to a rally. So there's concert. Well, yeah, you tell us. You tell us what you want to do, girl.
There's concerts.
Yeah, and I don't know the band names. I'll have to show you the itineraries.
Look that up.
There's concerts. There's 2 concerts every day, both at Eureka Springs and in Rogers.
Wow.
Yeah, she likes live bands.
I do. Love them.
And they have vendors and food trucks, and we're definitely gonna get us a T-shirt, right?
Yes.
Definitely have to get us a T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
All right, so guys, we're gonna be checking in with you hopefully about every day. We have not planned our rides out yet. We got really no plans. We don't know if we're gonna be in Eureka Springs. We don't know if we're gonna be in Rogers. We may even go down to Fayetteville. We may head up into Missouri. All kinds of places to ride. We'll just see where the winds take us, right?
That's right.
We want to keep it up on 2 wheels, though.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Love every single one of you. We'll be seeing you soon, and don't forget to go over check out Country Road Cure and come on homesteading for updates from what RidgeLife's got going on. Get to see more of this pretty girl right here, Jin Jin.
Oh.
Love y'all. So hopefully everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling. Go RidgeLife. Woo!